What's going on, y'all? Apparently, Netflix is putting out a new show, and a lot of people do not like how it's looking, right? Based off the trailer alone. And they're upset because of other shows getting canceled, which I agree with. There's a plethora of other shows that they canceled that I'm still mad about. Like, if you don't get Mindhunters back on there, Netflix, or the OA, like, let's get to work. Stop playing. It's hot fire that y'all just let go away. That's insane. But anyway, people are upset about this new Netflix show that seems to be extremely woke, as in that's going to be the new direction that Netflix is taking. Let's take a look at this video from Diesel Patches.
So, Netflix just released a trailer for their new big hit adult animated show called Dang, which will premiere next month. The reception online seems to be fairly negative, and not just because the trailer itself looks pretty mediocre, but apparently some Netflix viewers are still salty over the cancellation of another animated show called Inside Job. I've never seen an episode, but based on the synopsis,
I just started watching that. I found out about it not that long ago, right? And was like, let me check it out. I keep hearing good things, and I was highly impressed. I really enjoyed it. But then once I heard it got canceled, it kind of made me stop wanting to watch it because I don't like watching things that are incomplete. I hate that. Like, that's one of the worst. And that's happened to me so many times. I'll watch a show and be like, oh yeah, this is so good. I'm getting into it. They get canceled. No real ending. Now I'm sitting there mad. I'm like, how come you didn't tell me it got canceled? I had one friend that told me to watch some show that I got so into, and then I was livid when I found out that it just ended abruptly. I was like, yo, bro, why would you tell me to watch this? Oh, I thought you would like it. I did. And now I'm mad that it didn't get a final season. I hate when shows do that.
it actually sounds pretty promising. A world where conspiracy theories are real and a shadow government is tasked with covering them up. That sounds fucking awesome. If I was a fan of the show and learned it got canned while another Big Mouth season got greenlit, I would probably be butthurt as well. It seems like Netflix would rather rely on safer projects, and that is why we have new shows coming out like Dang, but maybe the premise will sound just as engaging as Inside Job. Meet the Dangs. Dang! This show follows siblings Andrew and Eunice, whose fun, messy lives in New York City are interrupted when their worst nightmare comes true. Their high-achieving older sister, Ruthie, shows up and wants to hang out with them, but after their sister Ruthie blows up her perfect life, Andrew and Eunice show her the fun in being flawed as she helps them adult in this animated sitcom. Yeah, I think I'd rather watch the kick-ass conspiracy show. I might genuinely start watching it today. And now, this may seem like comparing Apple...
For real, though, yeah, that didn't sound too good. That didn't sound entertaining at all, actually.
Apples to oranges, but Inside Job's unique premise seemed like it was taking adult animated comedies in a new direction. I will give Dang some credit. It's nice not having another adult animated show where the premise is centered around stupid fat dad with hot wife and family in suburbia. However, at the same time, it seems like Dang is just replacing one cliched premise with another cliched premise. Asian parents have high expectations for their quirky and rebellious kids, but later learn to accept their own personal dreams. You know, I understand this family dynamic still exists, and it might have worked back then, even if it was a bit comical at some points.
I don't want to be a surgeon or a lawyer, Mom.
This is what they call that, Jane? Glee? I never watched the full season of that show. And mind you, I love musicals. But something about it was like, I feel better watching the clips. Maybe one day I'll just sit down and watch Glee. I think that's the name of it, right? Yeah, Glee. 6 seasons is wow. And I think one of the characters is from the Bronx. So maybe I should watch it. And I mean in real life, like the actress is from the Bronx.
But some writing tropes just feel way overplayed, especially bringing stuff like this in 2026. Thankfully, this writing trope isn't the only thing offered from Eastern Asian media, and sure, it is possible to incorporate a cliched trope and still make an entertaining product. However, you can only get away with this repetition of common tropes if other aspects like the comedy stand out. So maybe Dang will surprise me with its hilarity. All right, let's check out the trailer.
Hi, Mom.
Dad. Isn't it great how all 3 of your children are succeeding in New York?
One succeeding, 2 also around. I'll take it.
Maybe it's because my
Yeah, that looked trash. That looked trash as hell. Like, I don't even want to watch that. That said, bro, Glee in the modern day does not age well. Does it not? That's crazy. What was they doing in that show? What was happening in that show?
standards have fallen off over the years, but thank God the characters don't look hideous. And don't get me wrong, it's bland for sure, but I'll take this over big-headed, fish-lipped children. Character designs for Dang are kind of whatever.
Laugh at it or not, that's actually a good show. What was that? Big Mouth? Which I just started watching with somebody recently. I think it's called Big Mouth. That show is actually pretty good. First, I was kind of freaked out. I was like, what the hell is happening? Then I understood what they was doing. And I was like, okay, this is actually extremely educational. Right? But because of all the craziness that's going on, I'm like, you definitely should not show this to kids. But at the same time, damn, this is educational. Right? Shoot, maybe some adults that didn't understand some past traumas in their life might watch that show, be laughing hysterically, and then understand certain things like, oh, that's why blah, 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 blah. Or things that you've seen in your life through other people. Right? I was like, damn, this is a deep ass cartoon. But yeah, I think Big Mouth is pretty entertaining.
I don't have any strong feelings either way. Like, I guess you can kind of
The art is weird though.
tell what the characters' personalities are based on how they look. Nothing like American Dad, but I guess it's suitable. And character designs aside, what about the comedy?
What do you guys do for fun?
Mostly drugs. They're either Benadryl or the pills they give dogs for surgery. I don't feel anything. Must be Benadryl.
Now, I'm no Einstein, but something tells me the brother character did not in fact take Benadryl and actually swallowed dog pills.
Nope. Dog pills.
Wow, thank you for
I hope kids don't watch this cartoon.
explaining the joke to me. My stupid ass just thought when he fell over, the Benadryl just made him extra sleepy. Thanks to younger sister character, I can now laugh and enjoy the joke.
My therapist says I'm a narcissist, but I think that's just because she's into me.
These two sure look like a couple of screw-ups, but at least they'll be teaching their uptight sister to stop being so serious and have a little rebellious fun once in a while, including swallowing dog pills. I know it's a cartoon, so it's going to be exaggerated, but is this at all relatable? Playing what pill will I be swallowing today? Is this what rebellious adults in their 20s do?
Be cool. Be normal. I love you. Oh, I'm okay.
Now, that middle child sure is an awkward fella. Or maybe he's just been taking too many of those dog pills. But deep down, I'm sure he's a nice guy that really cares for his siblings. Really cares for his siblings. I think the implication is that the brother character is very supportive and a huge people pleaser to the point he's physically present while his sister gets her vagina waxed. I could see some comedic potential here, where the brother gets a little too close for comfort.
Nah, that's crazy. That's way over the top. They doing a lot. They doing a lot, fam. I don't know what message they're trying to push.
Because he doesn't understand social cues, and that makes for good setups. However, if this show is trying to be progressive or whatever, making the gay brother also an incest freak is kind of counterproductive.
Guys, I have something I need to tell you. Warren and I are getting a divorce. I cheated on him and I'm pregnant. My life is over.
Yes, being responsible for a divorce after cheating on my spouse, and this is supposed to be the protagonist, because based on what is only shown in the trailer, she's...
Yeah, this look garbage, bro.
not very likable. In fact, all this trailer displays is the older sister beating her ex-husband and shooting him on accident, and because there are no redeemable qualities in sight, along with the behavior of the other siblings, I'm gonna have to assume the show is going to heavily rely on, isn't it funny how the main characters are completely unlikable and act like dickheads all day?
Wow.
No, it is actually unpleasant to watch.
I am still better than you.
You ruined your life because you got too horny. That is absolutely something we would do. Guess you're one of us now, you stupid pregnant bitch!
Whoa now. That younger sister character sure has a real potty mouth on her. She may be a vulgar, unorthodox rapscallion, but deep down, she has a heart of gold. I think this is where the millennial writing starts to crack a bit, just yelling profanity as if that alone is supposed to be funny. The louder I yell, stupid pregnant bitch, the funnier the line. I think what makes this line extra cringy, besides the delivery, is that it's obvious the writers want us to think to ourselves, oh yeah, that was a sick burn. I'm getting really tired seeing all these fucking cliches in this trailer. Nothing unique about it stands out so far. It is definitely possible that the show won't go in that direction.
This looks so trash. Yeah, I have to agree. Even though I don't want to give a full opinion without watching it, but I don't think I would make it past 2 episodes. And I'll be into a lot of the adult cartoons. I guess that's what you could call them, cartoons made for adults on Netflix. I'll be just sitting here watching them. I would just scroll through them. There was one that was like meant for smokers, and they just went into like deep philosophy and showed you crazy cartoons while this guy was going around the universe interviewing people and getting their opinions on philosophies. And I think every character was played by a famous celebrity. I watched it though, just because I was like, let me give it a chance. I'm a smoker. I like a cartoon that's made for adults. Let's check it out. Let's see. And it was alright. I mean, it was no Family Guy, but it was entertaining. I like philosophy too, but this looked trash. This don't look like I would laugh at all. This looked bad.
Or with any other cliche tropes, really, but if that's the case, why promote it this way? If you have a spin to this concept, maybe reveal there's something more so audiences aren't turned off and by how repetitive this show seemingly is.
Dog pill!
I guess there was one joke that kind of worked, and it's the one that's saved at the end of the trailer to make us really bust a gut.
Kiss her! Kiss her! Kiss her!
Ew! He's my brother!
Yeah! I mean, boo!
The delivery of this incest joke isn't really that good, but at least the characters are reacting in disgust towards the guy cheering for incest instead of the joke just being played for shock value. This segment at least tells me maybe not all the jokes will be raunchy just for the sake of being raunchy. What usually sells scenes like this are the normal people reacting in disgust because it's how we the viewers are supposed to react to something gross. Anyways, that's the end of the trailer, and yeah, I don't really have high hopes. I didn't really see anything that stands out that makes it unique.
It looked garbage. Just tell the truth. It looked like it's going to be super woke bullcrap. They're going to just be pushing this and saying stupid stuff and yelling, hoping that people laugh at it.
Unique or worth watching. And all it told me is that I'm going to hear the same jokes I've heard over the past couple of years. And it's not really a good sign that I actually laughed more after scrolling down to the comment section to see people's input. You had me at stupid pregnant bish. I don't even find that remotely funny. Maybe these guys and myself will be proven wrong, and you can all hop back in this video's comment section in September to mock me for my absolute.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be wrong, Chief. Yeah, it seemed like Netflix just putting out whatever. They don't care. Meanwhile, their best shows they allow to be canceled, and it's insane. Just straight crazy. We could get 15 seasons of 13 Reasons Why. I don't know how they did that. For all the good shows, they just want to take off. Stupid. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share the video as well.